ஹாய் கைஸ், இந்த வீடியோவில் நம்ம மாடியூல் 6 பார்ட் 2 பார்க்க போகிறோம். நீங்கள் நம்ம சேனலுக்கு புதுசாக இருந்தீங்கன்னா சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்கள். வாங்க நம்ம வீடியோவுக்கு போகலாம்.
Happy morning to all. We all know that commit protocol is a very important protocol in database management system. In a local database system, for committing a transaction, the transaction manager has to only convey the decision to commit the recovery manager. So the transaction manager is wholly responsible for committing the transaction. However, in distributed systems, the transaction manager should convey the decision to commit to all the servers in the various sites where the transaction is being executed and uniformly enforce the decision. For in the distributed systems, there will be many systems available, and all the system work simultaneously. So at that time, the transaction manager should convey the decision to commit all the servers in the various sites where the transaction is executed uniformly. So when the processing is complete at each site, it reaches the partial committed transaction state and waits for all other transactions to reach their partially committed state. When it receives the message that all the sites are ready to commit, it starts to commit. In a distributed system, either all the sites commit or none of them will commit. Okay, so because after receiving the message from all the sites only, the decision will be taken by the manager either to commit or not commit. So when it receives a message that all sites are ready to commit, then it starts to commit. Otherwise, none of the system will be committed. Let us see about the different distributed commit protocols. There are three different types of commit protocols. They are one-phase commit, two-phase commit, and three-phase commit. Let us see about one-phase commit. Distributed one-phase commit is the simplest commit protocol. Okay, so let us see the example. Let us consider that there is a controlling site and number of slave sites where the transaction is being executed. Okay, so only one controlling site and number of slave sites. It is very much similar to client server system. Okay, client server. There are number of client attached to a single server. Similarly, the same thing is done here. There are various steps to commit. First, let us see one by one. First step, after each slave has locally completed its transaction, it sends done message to the controlling site. Okay, once it completed the transaction means then it sends done message to the server, main server. The slave wait for commit or abort message from the controlling sites. The commit message will be received from the controlling site. Once after that only the commit will be done. This waiting time is called as window of vulnerability. Okay, when the controlling site receives done message from each slave. Okay, because we told that there will be number of slaves available for a single controlling site, isn't it? So when after receiving done message from all the slaves, then it makes a decision to commit or abort. This is called commit point. Then it reads this message to all the slaves. On receiving this message, a slave either commits or aborts and then send acknowledgement message to the controlling sites. So only depending on the message from the controlling site, the slave side can either commit or abort about the transaction. Okay, next let's see about the distributed two-phase commit. Okay, as the name is it here, two phases are available. It reduces the vulnerability of one-phase commit protocol. The steps performed in this are phase 1, prepare phase. Okay, and there is a phase 2, which is the commit or abort phase. In phase 1, that is in prepare phase, each slave has locally completed its transaction it sends done message to controlling site. Okay, and then when the controlling site has received done message from all the slaves, it sends prepare message to the slaves. Okay, in the one phase commit, we have seen that once the controlling site receives done message, then from all the slave, then the controlling site will decide to either abort or commit, isn't it? But here what happens means, first the done message is received by the controlling site. After receiving the done message, the controlling site will send the prepare message to the slaves. The slaves vote on whether they still want to commit or not. If a slave want to commit, it sends a ready message. A slave does not want to commit means then it sends not ready message. Okay. Once it receives a ready message from all the slaves, then it goes for phase 2. This may happen when the slave has conflicting concurrent transaction or there is a timeout. Next, in phase 2, it is a commit or abort phase. After the controlling site receives ready message from all the slaves, the controlling site sends a global commit message to the slaves. The slaves apply the transaction and send a commit acknowledgement message to the controlling site. So, when the controlling site receives commit acknowledgement from all the slaves, then it considers the transaction as committed. That is, one and only when it receives commit acknowledgement, then only transaction is committed. There is another thing, that is when after controlling site receive the first not ready message from any slave. If any one slave send not ready message means, then what happens? The controlling site sends global abort message to all the slaves. Okay. If any one slave is not able to commit the transaction means, then it sends global abort message to all the slaves. The slaves abort the transaction and send abort acknowledgement message to the controlling site. When the controlling site receives abort acknowledgement message from all the slave, it considered the transaction is aborted. So in two phase commit, there are two phase. One is preparation phase and second one is commit or abort phase. Next, let's see about distributed three-phase commit. Okay, in this step there are three phases. First one, prepare phase. The steps are as in the distributed two-phase commit, and second phase is the prepare to commit phase. Okay, here second phase is the prepare to commit phase. The controlling site issues entered prepared state broadcast message, and the slave sites vote OK in response. This is the difference. Okay, the controlling site issues enter prepared state broadcast message. The slave site need to give the response OK. And the third phase is the commit abort phase. It is similar to the distributed two-phase commit. The steps are same as the two-phase commit, except that commit acknowledgement or abort acknowledgement is not required. These are the different types of commit protocols available. Next, let's see about the concurrency control. Concurrency control is the management procedure that is required for controlling concurrent execution of the operation that takes place on the database. Concurrent execution means continuous execution. Okay, so the concurrency control is the management procedure which controls the continuous execution of the operation which are taking place in the database management system. So in multi-user system, multiple users can access and use same database at one time. As we all know that distributed system and multi-user system is same, that is multiple user can use same database at the same time. Okay, and this is known as concurrent execution of database. The concurrent execution means continuously using same database by multiple user at same time. So it means that the same database executed simultaneously on multi-user system by different users. So what happens while working on the database transaction? There occurs the requirement of using database by multiple users. for performing multiple operations. So multiple user will perform multiple operation on same database, and in that case concurrent execution of database is performed. The thing is that simultaneous execution that is performed should be done in the interleaved manner, and no operation should affect the other execution operation. That is, one operation performed by one user should not affect the operation done by the other user, thus maintaining the consistency of the database. Thus, on making the concurrent execution of the transaction operation, there occur several challenging problems that need to be solved. So that there may occur many problems which are needed to be solved. This is called as concurrency control. Thank you.
இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. மறக்காம இந்த சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, டாடா, பை பை, see you guys.